Hello, my YouTube fellows and gals. Let's see here. Hey, John, how are you? Did you have a good day today? I'm trying to set up my phone. Hey, LT, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Metro. It was so cute watching you and your girlfriend out to eat and hey, girly, her playing with the little car on the table. That was so cute. I used to love the ones you could pull back and let go. My fingernails look crappy because I didn't take my polish off, but it is what it is. I didn't have time. So today's crafting project is going to start with, let me pull my camera up. This is actually a chipboard binder that I got at Hobby Lobby that I ordered. It is originally $12.99. I bought 2 of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with the second one yet, but this one here, I'm looking forward to it. So if I mess up, because I'm kind of like going with the flow, I have another one to back myself up with. So I'm going to take the pieces out. And yes, I have my Damn It doll. This is my Damn It doll. I'm going to introduce her to you. Her name is Stella. Hey, Terry. Yes, I'm bringing out Stella. This is too funny. Hey, Carrie. The people that's been around know who my Stella is. Okay, this is my Stella, and I found her in a quilter's estate sale. Never heard of them. She is my Damn It doll. And what a Damn It doll is, this was pinned to her when I got her. It says, when you think you want to climb the walls or stand right up and shout, here's a little Damn It doll you cannot do without. Just grab it firmly by the legs and find a place to slam it. Then as you whack the stuffing out, yell, damn it, damn it, damn it. She's your frustrating days. And if these people on YouTube piss you off, you just pick her up. You go, damn it, I'm going to smack them. And then that way you get out your frustrations. I love her. She's so cute. My husband tried to steal her. I said, I don't think so. She's my Damn It dog. Go get your own. But I think Liz is going to try to make these, but I think she's absolutely adorable. Look at her button eyes. She even looks frustrated. I like how her buttons are all wonky. But anyway, I never knew they existed, but I love her. So see, when you're in a live sale or you're in the middle of an auction online or something that frustrates you, you just smack her like this. You go, damn it, quit bidding on my stuff. That's what you do. I love her. I love her. She's awesome. So anyways, you met my Damn It doll. Okay, so we're going to take this out because I don't need these right now. Okay. So what I want to do with this is my own creation. And it's my dad's birthday surprise. So I'm pretty excited. And I like Elmer's clear glue. I am not a Mod Podge fan. Not happening. Mod Podge is too sticky. I don't care what weather you have. People make excuses for it. I don't have humid weather and it's still sticky. So this is what I get as my go-to. And yes, I love using it with my fingers. And I do have a filing folder somewhere. I don't know. I pulled it up here not too long ago to show what it looks like when it's done. Because I've used the matte Mod Podge and all of it. I prefer this. If I'm going to do it, this is what it's going to be done with. So my dad loves trains. And I found this paper on a Google image. I don't care if it's copyrighted or not, because at this point, it's just a gift. I'm not selling it, so it's no big deal. The only time you have to worry about copyright on stuff is if you are selling it. And usually things from the 1800s, like 100 years and older, is copyright free. And sometimes it just depends. Like Beatrice Potter, her work's all copyright free. She passed away and it's in domains. I don't know. People put their stuff in domains and they make it free for use. But you do got to be careful. So we're going to cut this down. I don't care if it's straight or not. Because, you know, we're the junk journal community. If you want to measure, more power to you, depending on what you're working on. Like if you're doing a falls or something in your book, then you might want to measure that kind of stuff. But the kind of stuff I do, you can measure or not. It don't matter. I like making junk, but this is going to be pretty. So what I had been doing, this has been on my mind for a while now, because I know he loves his trains. So anytime I go to a sale, or, you know, whether they have vintage stuff or books on trains, whatever, I've been buying them for this project. And like I said, the most time-consuming thing about any project you do is gathering the pieces. It's always the worst part. So this page was copied as the image with that grunge already on it. But see, we like this grunge because the grunge shows age. So the person who actually inspired me to actually get this binder was Mousy. Because she made me a horse one. And she sent it in the mail to me. And I just love it. So I thought, you know, sometimes when you Google stuff, you like can't find it. Because Google's very finicky. Let's see how am I going to do this. You got to be specific. Like I said, if you want to look for something like this, it's called a chipboard binder. It will not come up under just binder. I had a heck of a time because I had to figure out what it was made of. So, so I don't want the white down my spine. I actually like the words. And sometimes when you get a paper, it's kind of split column-wise. So I'm going to use this side of it. So we're just going to go. I don't want a straight edge. Here, let's do this. Since I already cut into that. I don't want a straight edge on this. So this is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to wave it. as I cut up the page. Little twist and turn of the scissors. And they sell wavy scissors, but I just want a little bit. Okay. So then hold on, I gotta look at it up close and personal over here. Okay, that'll work. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weave it this way across the top. I'm gonna weave it back down the page. And I'm going to wave it across the bottom. Okay. So it looks something like this. Then I'm going to just eyeball it with measurement. Put down some. Okay, now I have a little bit up here bare and a little down here bare. So then what I'm going to do is use this page and we're going to hold this up. That paragraph at the top is the biggest. So I'm going to use this. I like just having the words. I try to get rid of all the white parts when I do the pages, the plain, because that's just how I roll. And then take that to the top as far as we can. Perfect. Okay. Well, it was perfect till I dropped it. Oh my word. Went under my chair. Okay. So now I'm going to make sure it can be a little bit under or the same size width-wise. It doesn't matter. It's a little under. Let's see here. I'll cut a little bit more off this end. I'll try to get it as close as I can. It's not going to be the exact measurement, but it'll be pretty close. So one thing about journaling and this kind of stuff is it doesn't matter if you're perfect at it. It's just do your thing. Okay. So my favorite glue that I use to glue on to things is my Aleena's Tacky Glue. So this piece will wait. Let's see, let me think this through, Tam. You only got one chance to do this. I don't think things through. I'm wigging it. Oh, come on now. Quit making noises. I turned noises off, I thought, on my notifications. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. So, okay, I don't want to put this on just yet. I want to put it on after I do these first. So we'll leave those set aside. Okay, now what this is This is out of copyright. This is actually from 1916 from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, February 4th. And this is actually because I want to do this whole thing about trains. So this is actually a letter that I got in a vintage set that I owned the original, so I copied them. It says, Mr. C.A. Pigford, Superintendent, Meridian, Mississippi. Dear Sir, we laid yesterday 81 of the 70-pound rails received at Reform and the other 19 this morning. To finish laying this track, we will need 2,180 feet of rail. We will also need 5 12 and a 1/6-inch switches complete, 5 number 5, 15 feet, 60-pound rigid frogs, whatever that is. We have none on hand. I think it would be advisable to have our civil engineer check up the grading being done by the Pioneer Lumber Company. They are covering up brush and poles under the grade, putting about 6 inches of dirt over them in some places, and poles are exposed. This refers to the grading they are doing on the far end half mile of the track which we are to build. Mr. Melknap told me it was costing them only 12 cents per yard. Could you imagine that? 12 cents is all they paid per yard. And if the company is to pay them for this work, we should pay them only what cost them. I do not know whether the company is suppressed to the grading or whether the mill people are to do it, but the way they are doing the grading is going to make the track hard to keep up. These people are also building a trestle which should be driven, as I don't believe a frame trestle will do from the water I have seen there. They should be instructed before they go too far with the work. They are grading for a side track on the side of the main line we are building, which they state will be their pressing track. This track will be about 1,500 feet long from the looks of the grade. I have no instruction on this. I had a talk yesterday with Mr. Melknap, who is doing the grading for this track. It is the talk about Reform that they are building this road for Mr. Cochran. Mr. Cochran engineers surveyed this track about 6 months ago, and the track we're building is right on the ground where they are surveyed. If it was looked into, they might hold Mr. Cochran off. Mr. Melknap told me that the Pioneer Lumber Company bought and paid for all the right-of-way. I have nothing on this tract except that I am to build half a mile of track. Please advise about the grading and also whether we are to build the side track. Also, we will have to have rail for it in addition to the 2,180 feet needed for the main track. Yours truly, J. Somebody and Roadmaster. Isn't that cool? Ah, you're so sweet, Metro. So something on this page laid right here. Something was on this paper and it laid right in that position. That's why that page is half dark and half light. Isn't that cool looking? So what I did was I copied a bunch of this particular letter because I'm going to rip it up. Because this is what we do. I have the original, which will stay in its form. But that's what's nice about having digitals or something that you can scan, because you can do whatever you want with it. So first I'm going to cut the sides off because I have plans for this paper. They put a great big check mark at the top of it, and then there's a rip where they didn't use staplers. They have a little nail going through it, and then they have this, I don't know what this is called, but it's I've seen them before. They're like edged like this, like they're on a piece of paper. They go like that, and they put them through your paper and they squeeze it shut, kind of like, I don't know, almost, but not quite like we see in our little school books. You know, when you had those folders where you had to squeeze them, the little pieces of metal where you separated and then kind of like that in a way. All right, John, you have a good one. Thank you for popping in. Sorry I don't have Elvira for you, John. I know he likes his Elvira. I forgot to cut the weight parts off on these. I guess I should be doing it like this in a way, because I only want the word part. I'll use this for scrap paper. So we're going to cut these down as far as we can to the words. Set that aside. Same here. We're just going to chop this baby up. I'm going to get a few of these sheets done. That's why I printed off a few of them. Just for this purpose. It's the task of getting the pieces, getting them ready, and all that happy crap. This is the part that people usually edit, but I don't, because I think people need to see all the hidden parts. Because sometimes I think they skip parts that we actually need to see. Not necessarily you need to see me cutting paper, but you know what I mean. I love reading old vintage papers. Especially when you look at some of the bills from back then. It's amazing how cheap things were, but at that time it was expensive for some things. Hey Elvira, TPG. John left us. How are you doing, my buddy? I have been getting ready for yard sales. Oh my goodness. I have my procrastinating days, my busy days. How's my little mini Roni? TPG has my little mini Roni. His dog looks just like mine, but she's littler. She's a diva. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Yes, he left. I guess because I don't have music. He likes the music channels. But I'm glad you got to stop. Are you talking about my innocent little puppy? She's an angel. She cracks me up because every time he has her up on his channel, she's always trying to bite him or something, or lick his nose or something. Her name is so long. I'll never remember her name. No way. He gave her the longest name I think I've ever seen a dog have. TPG, she needs to be in the Guinness World of Records for the longest animal name. I wonder what it is. Have you ever checked into that to see the longest name of a pet? She's a cutie pie, though. My little Waffles. That's what he calls her, Waffles. But she's got a really long, fancy name. She's a diva. A little diva. And I still have my wonderful mug that he had made for me with him, a picture of him and Waffles on it. And it's so stinking cute. I love that mug. I love it so much, I haven't even drank out of it yet. I have it sitting up there as just a souvenir because I just think it's awful. Look at her name. Oh my goodness. Princess Waffles, Alyssa Edwards, Trixie Mattel, Shangela de Creme del Rio. That's her whole entire name as dog. She's so stinking cute though. Hey, Betty. Hey, Cherry. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming by to visit with me. You're awesome. Alrighty. Put that over there. I'm almost done cutting, just so you know. I just want to get enough words here to accomplish what I need to accomplish with these. Okay, so let me get my scraps picked up. See my little scrap bag. This is my recycled paper bag. I never waste, I recycle. I love these bags. Oh my goodness. These bags are awesome. All I have to say is these are the coolest things ever. I just ordered 75 more. I got these off of somebody's live sale for $2 a piece. And the tops are red or blue. And they have a zipper. And for you crafters out there or just people who like to collect things, these bags are awesome because say I'm working on 3 different journals and I have 3 different themes. A 12 by 12 paper will fit in these. I think there are 13 by 14s or something like that. And you can stick a big paper pad in here, the book you're working on to make a journal, and all your pieces, and you can carry it with you and take it wherever you go. I also like these for happy mails. If I'm mailing another crafter some supplies and I do a happy mail, because sometimes people send them to me, I will put them in here so that it gets mailed in a nice thick plastic, and then they can reuse these for their projects. And these are so cool. Just saying. Okay, so back to this. So now I'm going to take these pages. We're going to move the binder here for a second. because I gotta finish prepping what I'm gonna do with it. So take these papers, move this over. And if I need to make more, I can later. And we're gonna tear big pieces of these papers and around the edge of some of them. It doesn't have to be torn around every edge. But we're going to make it to where some of it looks torn. We want the ripped edges. And we'll do it through here. Try to rip off some of the bare pieces. Make another pile over here. And I want these in bigger pieces. Sometimes these are cool to do in little collages, but I'm going to do this in a bigger one. I just wanted to make sure that whatever I do, it's definitely railroad related, because I want this whole thing, even the pieces on it, to look like to be railroad pieces. Not sure if I want to use this check mark piece, so I'm going to kind of rip around it. My whole thing is just to get words. Sorry if you don't like the sound of ripping paper. Are you being good, Betty? Who you been picking on this week? I like Betty. Her videos crack me up. She plays with scammers who call our phone and annoy us. I remember one time, Betty, I got to share a story with you about a phone call. I was in Yahoo, and there was a friend of mine from Canada. He had the screen name Zexy, and he used to play music and stuff. We didn't have to worry about copyrights over there. But anyways, he was on my speaker because he could talk on voice, you know, in the chat room. And I had a telemarketer call. And I picked up, and I'm like, really? I said, you got to bother me on a Sunday. So he happened to know that it was a telemarketer. So in the background, because I had my speakers up, it was right there. He's going, oh, baby, come back to bed. He made it sound like I was freaking having sex, and it was on the speaker of my computer. I mean, I was ready to kill him. It was absolutely hysterical. I got to laughing so hard. The telemarketer ended up hanging up, and I busted out laughing. I told him, I said, I can't believe you did that through my computer and she could hear you. Oh my goodness. Some of the things our computer friends do. That was probably one of the funniest spam phone calls. Yeah, he did, Betty. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. I told him, I said, you're so bad. Because that's how I deal with them here. Gotta love your computer friends. You just gotta. I just thank goodness my face wasn't on cam, because my face was beat red. Oh my goodness. The stories. The stories. I could write a book. There's Pig. Are you being good, Dave? Nope. No wings on my horse. It's staying free. Here. Is this what you want? We'll give it little paper wings. Here. That's all you get, Pig. Oh my goodness, you're so funny. Is that good enough? Look, there's your little pig, two-tone Pegasus. Hey, Dill. Oh no, trouble's in the room. Oh my gosh, it's Dill Hole. Gotta look out. Oh my god, that's so funny. Crypt is who I call Pig, in case you don't know. I got to hear Dill on a phone call. That was funny. Don't you love it when people record your phone calls? Okay. So this is the whole point of tearing up the papers, okay? So this is a railroad project for people coming in if you don't know what I'm working on. For my dad. So we are going to pull out my favorite distressing pad, which is by Ranger. And yes, you can tell I use it a lot. So we're going to go in with Ground Espresso, which is over here. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to take these lovely torn pages and we're going to distress them. And if you don't stay for the whole process of the video, that's okay. But when it's done, I expect you to come back and look at it when it's finished. All my projects looks all wonky till they're done. But see what that does to that page? That is awesome. It's already two-toned because it's copied off of the vintage paper. But this just gives it character. So this is what we're going to do with it. I invited my friend Laura up to craft with me tonight, but she must be busy. Hey, Haley. We still got to do a coloring night, Haley. Haley's voice is the Progresso commercial. I swear that's her. Tell them they owe you money, Haley. I hear that every time I hear that Progresso commercial, I said, there's Haley, that's our voice. Let's see. Had to give my adopted niece her hug. So we're going to do this way. Get all that grungy look in there. And, oh, this is why I did the spine in a curvy manner. Because guess what? We're going to do the same thing to the spine. Let go of my sweater. Hold on. The arm that I use to hold my cam loves to pull my sweater apart. So we're just going to take it off so that doesn't happen. So see how pretty that looks when it's curvy? All that grunge. Love it. Like my grungy stuff. I hope my dad likes grunge because he's going to get grunge. TPG, welcome back. You better give Waffles a kissy for me, TP. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. Okay. So we have that piece, and then here's the little piece. So we're going to make it all match the spine. I have no clue how much of this we're going to get done tonight. So we're playing it by ear. I love how this is already part dark and part light colored. So beautiful. Oh, I got the coolest happy mail today. Oh my goodness. My friend Karen, she's getting ready to travel to France. Oh my God, I've never been out of the country. Maybe someday. But we met through crafting, and she sent me the cutest card. Who wants a sneak peek? What did I do with them? Oh, here they are. I put them where I wouldn't lose them, and I lost them. So I got a mail from Arlene, and she sent me some really cute napkin pieces and little pieces I can use. And then this is from my friend Karen. I even love her writing. Wait till you see what she sent me. Cutest stuff in the world. Look how pretty her writing is. Here, you'll get, look how pretty her writing is. I like the way she slants all of her letters. It says, finally, I'm getting these in the mail to you. I'm not going to say what they are yet. Hope you enjoy using these. We leave soon for France, then the family wedding in Baltimore. We'll post photos on Instagram and, of course, send postcards. Love. Take care, Karen. I love her. She's awesome. She's one of my favorite people that I met since becoming a crafter. Anyways, wait till you see what she mailed me. She went through her photo albums, and guess what it is? She sent me horsies. Looky. I did a video on these too. But look how stinky cute. All these black and white photos. And look at this one. Look at that little kid. These are beautiful. All black and white horsey photos. Look how cute. Have to show them off. Look at this one. Whoo, majestic. And look at the photo frame on this one. I love the frame. Isn't that cool? And if you want to know my favorite horse, it's a Friesian. You ever get a chance, look up a Friesian in Google. Oh my God, they're absolutely beautiful. They're in the Netherlands. Look at this girl's hat. She looks like a flapper. Look at her hat. She's like, give me a little pony. Little baby. Love it. Look at his hairdo. He's got that thick, bushy top hair. And then there's a girl. Ignore my fingernails. I need to redo them. And look how cute. Look at these little horsies. I love these. And look at this. Look at her socks. This is going to be a cover of a journal somewhere. I love this picture. Look at that hairdo. These are so old. I love them. The cutest pictures ever. And also, I can't find my World War II letters. Sorry. I got to re-find them again. I know Sandy's going to be on my butt about it. But I will continue the story. This came from a locker auction of Elsie and Bill. They were two people who met, and he served in the Navy, which so did my husband. And the letters are awesome. I have love letters between these two in World War II. A lot of them. And when she passed away, or her locker that she stored her stuff in, I guess no family members wanted it. And one of my auction people got a hold of it. So I bought all the letters. Wait a minute. I can't get this in here. Come on. There you go. And I can't wait to start reading them again over Christmas, but I got to find them first. Hey, Lisa. How are you? Oh, aren't they though, Betty? They are cute. I love it. No, TPG, I didn't know that. She got inducted to the Rock Hall of Fame. That's awesome. Haley, you're so funny. My aunt, she got a star on the Jamboree wall for singing gospel. She used to sing gospel. I have an album around here somewhere of her and her husband that had passed away. And she got inducted too. But she ended up with a lymph node on her throat where she couldn't sing anymore. So now she writes children's books. So I'm going to get some more pieces. I can do these as I go along, but I just like having a pile to pluck from. Sandy, are you sleeping yet? Where's the Sandy? I want my sassy Sandy. Where's she at? You get back here, woman. Don't you leave me. Don't you go over there in that recliner and go to sleep. Doing pretty good, Lisa. Just hanging in there. Sandy. Sandy likes my letter. She's my sassy Sandy over there. She keeps me in line. She's like, find your stuff, woman. But you ever notice how every time you go to clean, you lose your stuff? I hate that. I hate it. Get her, Dill. Pick on that sassy Sandy. You got to watch that Dill, Sandy. He's sly. He's a naughty Dill. Are you a dill hole or a dill pickle? You know, I tried to use a different type of pickles. Speaking of pickles here recently, I went with a different brand. Usually I like Vlasic pickles. And let me tell you, I was destroyed because the other pickles were so gross. They were definitely not Vlasic pickles. I don't know what they did different, but they were gross. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the brand name. I can't remember what it was, but they were not good. Give me a sec. I gotta stand up and stretch my legs. I gotta move this out of my way. Oh, my freaking knees. I hate getting old. My knees hurt. Old people knees. I'm gonna stand for a few minutes. I got osteoarthritis, and let me tell you, it is not fun. sweater. And sitting on a wooden chair does not help. It hurts the butt. Okay. I need to get a computer chair over here. Give it a little cushion. Okay, let's see here. Pull that point off. All right, so we got a little bit of a pile. So I'll do more of these here in a little bit. We'll get this done first. See if I need any more. And what I do is I have a paper towel and it sits on it so it doesn't get everywhere. Okay. So here. Now, give me a drink of water before I continue. Hey, Kristen. Is everybody having a good day? I know we had a storm yesterday that was not fun. About blew my little screen out of my window. We had thunderstorms and rain. And my dog is petrified and she's on top of me and she thinks she's a puppy and she's 70 pounds. Okay, so here's the binder. This is what you call a chipboard binder from Hobby Lobby. So this is what we are going to do. We're going to pop the top. My Aleena's tacky glue. Should have actually brought. Do I have more glue? No, I have more Aleena's. Okay. And then we're going to take these pieces. And we're going to run amok. And we're going to glue them all over the front of this binder. Hey, Cynthia. Look at all you wonderful people coming into my stream to say hello. You're awesome. Dill, you're so funny. You're like, Cynthia, and hey, this person, I love your greetings. You're so enthusiastic. That's awesome. I remember back in the Yahoo days, the guys used to pick on me in the computer rooms I hung in because they're like, this is not the hug room. This is computer room to learn things. And I'm like, shh. I want to hug people. I'm going to hug them. If you don't like it, touch it. Okay. Did you meet Stella? No, Dill. It's not. Have you met Stella, Dill? I don't know if Dill's met Stella yet. Did you meet Stella? This is my Stella, Dill. My damn it doll. She beats on things because she gets frustrated. Look at her eyeballs. I love her. She came from a Quilter's estate sale. Everybody needs a Stella, except you gotta pick your own name. She's my damn it doll. And I never knew these existed till I entered a Quilter's estate. It says, when you think you want to climb the walls or stand right up and shout, here's a little damn it doll you cannot do without. Just grab it firmly by the legs and find a place to slam it. That as you walk the stuffing out, you yell, damn it, damn it, damn it. Yep, this is Stella. I named her Stella. So when you're in an auction and somebody's beating you with a higher number, you say, stop it on your side of the computer, and nobody will ever know. And that's my damn it doll. She is awesome, isn't she? But I love her button eyes. She made them wonky where she's got an attitude. I love her. Oh, she's great. I never heard of them until I talked to some quilters. They're like, yeah, we know what those are. I guess quilters used to get frustrated. I don't know, but I love her. Sandy. She's like the perfect doll ever. I think every kid who's a teenager should have one. I think everybody should have one. Then when you get frustrated, there you go. You just slam it. So the thing is about this, it's going to take a little bit of drying time because I am going to do the front and the back. Whee! Yeah, I seen them. I actually Googled damn it dolls after I got her christened, and it was so cute to see what they had on Amazon. But I know somebody that wants to make them for live sales. I think it'd be fun to see a crafter actually create something like that and sell them. That would be awesome. The glue that you're talking about that you think is worth sniffing, Dill, I would say would be this one. You want a sniffing glue? Get yourself some Fabri-Tac. This shit gives me a migraine. Oh, it's got acetone in it. It's not water-based. That's why. But I know all about you glue sniffers. My husband told me when he was a kid, he used to eat them paste. You know, the kind that had the brush in the middle. I said, is that what happened to you? Your brains got all sticky? And he says, you're not funny. I said, well, I'm not the one that ate glue. That is so disgusting. I would never eat glue. Ooh, I can't even imagine. I don't know how you keep from your intestines not sticking together. I don't know. Just not something I would do. Never even thought about it. You glue sniffer crazy people. Glue sniffing crazy people. Doesn't matter where you place these. What I try to do when I place these is try to get the most coverage in a spot. Like here, how this is bare and this is bare. Then I can take this piece here, rip it, grab my little distress inker, ink those sides right back up again. And then I just glue and glue and glue. You got to watch Alina though. She's sneaky. I like laying the glue bottle on its side so I don't have to keep waiting for the anticipation like the old ketchup commercials where it's got to run down. Sometimes she dribbles. You got to watch her. Okay, so we'll do this piece. I do try to get the straight pieces. Let's do this. On the edges. Just so it doesn't look too wonky. We'll put this here. Okay. We're getting down to the bottom. Put this here. That was like perfect amount of pieces. That I tore for this. But just guessing. Not bad. So we're bad and have to put that one there. And all that pile I just distressed. I have this piece left. Go figure. That was cool. Okay. So we'll put this piece here. Okay. Now it's okay if you have it overhang a little bit. It is all right. Let's move you over here. We're going to grab my little handy dandy We Are Memory Keeper scissors because I love these. Being that I'm a left-hander, these are perfect. We are going to flip this around. And then we are going to use these. Well, let me do it this way. Trim up the edges a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't mess up with my keyboard. Over. and do it this way. Okay. Be a pain in my butt. Hold on. Oh, these scissors suck. Hold on. Get out my lethal weapon scissors here. I'll try these ones this way. It's really hard because this is a funky angle. But we're going to do it. Just got to get the right scissors. Okay, let's turn it over. Do the other side. Hold on. All right, there we go. Hey, AB. How are you? And welcome to the crazy stream. Okay. Keep hitting the arm. Let's go right here a little bit more. Let's see. A little bit more over on this side. No, we are not sniffing glue. You're so bad, Dill. Rotten Dill. Okay, and I have a sharper trimmer upstairs I will go across this with. Again, I don't have it down here. It's a little pointy thing. This will work for now. Okay, let's put my little We Are memory keepers away. We're going to grab up these papers. Clean off the area. All right, set that aside. And then this is what the cover is starting to look like. All that grungy, distressed pages. Got to give you a proper welcome. You like to cook, I take it, AB. You know, I love to cook, but as I'm getting older, I tell my husband if I ever could get rich, I would definitely hire a chef. I'm getting to the age where I just want to buy and run. Buy and eat. And just, you know, don't feel like cooking long meals anymore. I've gotten lazy in old age. Okay. So then this is where the Elmer's clear glue comes in handy. And this is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to run it all over my fingers. And I am going to decoupage the front of this. I guess I could use a paintbrush, but I like using my fingers. It's like finger painting, but with glue. And we're just going to keep going until this is really nice and decoupaged. I like the clear Elmer's way better than Mod Podge. Just saying, it is my preference. And the edges really, I mean, I could go along and smash them down instead of cutting them off. It doesn't matter. But we're going to get this part done tonight. This is my dad's birthday present that will be coming up in August, so it gives me plenty of time to get it done. And it is going to be his train railroad binder. And for the newbies that came in, this piece of paper is a vintage letter from a railroad station that I actually copied to tear up. And I kept the original, of course, intact. But I love it because it printed out so nice with the dark and the light color where something had laid against the page. And actually, Elmer's glue is cheaper than Mod Podge too. Mod Podge is expensive, but it's sticky. Nothing I hate is when I go to open a journal and the pages are stuck. It's like, no, Mod Podge is on it. Mod Podge is on it. Okay. So it's kind of loose right there. So make sure that gets glued down. So that can't have no bubbles. Okay. Gotta make sure I covered it. I do have a glue jar too, but I still like doing it with my fingers. I'm a kid. Sure, I got it all over. See that? You see that glow? It's what you want. Cool beans. Okay. Elmer's, you rock. Okay. Then we will take my little dryer. will help. Okay, that is going to take overnight to dry because I'm not going to be able to dry it the whole time in the stream. And this is another reason why people edit. But I don't, because I want people to see all of it. Okay. So we have that done. And yes, I have picked the picture that I want for the center front. So let me get my glue cleaned off my fingers. Okay, Tammy, what did you do with it? You know, the stuff sits around me and I still lose it. There it is. Baby wipes. You can get some of the off-brand ones. They're perfect for crafters. We can wipe our fingers off with baby wipes. Get all that glue off our fingers. I'm not going to sit around like Dill Hole and pick the glue off my fingers because I have a feeling he enjoys that too. If he enjoys sniffing glue, then I bet he enjoys peeling glue, peeling sunburned skin. Dill, we know your secrets. Okay. So with that being said, this is the picture I picked for the center front. I actually love this picture. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this aside for a second because I don't want anything stuck to it since it's wet. And I want to, where's my tool? Oh my goodness. My tool's like hiding from me. I think I have a gremlin that comes down here in my store, in my craft room at night, and says, we're just going to mix up all her stuff so she can't find anything. Okay. So there, rounded the edges. Clean up my little horsey. Petty. Well, no, you can't use a blower with that, but you peel it. You're so weird, Dill. Okay. So this is going to be the center. So we'll put that up there. And even though it does have glue, I'm going to add some Aleena's to hold it in place. Oh, come on. Forgot to clean the glue bottle off before I shut it. I almost glued the lid shut because that's how I roll. I do stuff like that sometimes. It's just crazy. So we're going to switch the ink pad off of this. And I am going to put the other on that is the black soot. So then we're going to go back in here. We're going to use the black soot color. Yummy, yummy. No, don't do what I did. See that mess up right there? I accidentally stuck ink in the regular ink in the distress. I almost ruined this pad, but I didn't quite ruin it because it's not supposed to look like that if you re-ink it. But I used the wrong stuff because I didn't read. I was a bad girl and I didn't know there was a difference between the two. But you live and learn as a crafter. So anyways, we're going to distress the edge of this. Okay, come on. Really? You gave me a tiny little bit. Ugh. Hold on here. It's already dark, so to get it a little darker. Down to a lot of it's already black, so we're good. A little bit around the trim. Okay. So I'm going to put this back over here. We are done with the black. Okay, flip this over. Come on, glue. Then I have this printed on cardstock. I think I found this picture on Pinterest. Love Pinterest. Okay. My glue bottle off. Okay, Tammy. Now you're losing your lids. I'm having the dropsies tonight. There. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll turn this over. Eyeball the center. Lay it down. Now this part, I'm not going to decoupage. I'm going to leave this. Where the heck is my bone folder? Here it is. As much as possible. I might do a stencil and maybe like dad right there or something. I don't know. I'll think about that later. But this is what the cover looks like. He always does his bills in a binder and all his financials. So I decided to make this for him. And I have the spine ready, but I'm going to flip this and do the back the same before I actually put the spine part on, because it's going to cover the edges. And then it came with these oh my god, what the heck are these called? I don't know. My mind's going blank, but it comes with these, and I can put train pictures in them if I want to, and maybe slide a few of these in. So he has a little decoration in between notebook paper. Sheet protectors. Ugh, had to look at it. But these sheet protectors are cool because I have more train images. And then that way I can put tabs like on the edges maybe. I don't know. We never know what it's going to look like. But I could put like tab protectors where he can, you know, flip and then have like however he does his expenses in between or something like that. but we'll figure it out. Because that's how I like to roll. I like to be random. Yes, I love that train. There was another piece that I had. It was a train blowing smoke, and it was like laying on a ledger page, but it came out too blurry when I tried to print it. And sometimes you have to watch certain things that you reprint because it's almost like they don't want you to reprint them, so they sabotage them. But this came out perfect. But I have Insta ink, so I can use as much ink as I want to. But my dad just had a triple bypass. He was in the hospital. He had open heart surgery. And I had another crafter that was supposed to actually make a railroad journal for him over a year ago. And that person I paid, and then they didn't deliver. So I had to cancel the order, get my money back, and fight to get the money back. I will never do that shit again. So I decided, I'm just going to make it myself. And that way I don't got to worry about it. But that was going to be a journal, not a binder. But this will work. I think he'll really like this. So then this will dry. And next Wednesday when I come back, I would do the flip side the same way as this, but it won't have a picture. And hopefully I will be able to get the back of the spine done. But it takes time sometimes because stuff has to dry. And then we'll see what to do with the inside of it. I have no clue. I just wing it whenever I do my crafts. So on that thought, I will get prepared. I'm going to put this aside to dry where it's not bothering nothing. Nothing's bothering it. And then I'm going to take the rest of the pieces that I have here and switch my handy dandy thing back to the brown. And I will distress this tonight for next week. And now if you want to see something really cute, one of my friends made this. Look how cute these are. I show these all the time because I think they're so stinking cute. She took socket parts. Tell me this is not adorable. For somebody that's into mechanics or electrician, something, this would be so cute as a wedding topper. Look how cute these are. She made these out of scraps. There's like jewelry scraps and there's like a circuitry type thing. And she's got a cute little, like, looks like some kind of brooch around her waist. And then this looks like some type of ribbon. And then here's the man. He has a little chain. I don't know if this will focus. Come on, focus. Could be in a butthole. Anyways, it looks like a chain of jewelry of some sort that she put around its head. Look, aren't they cute? I think these are cute. Those are adorable. So anyways, they sit right beside me because I think they're awesome. Okay, so let me pull this back out again. Put this away. And I will distress these so they will be done. Aren't they though? I love crafters and the things that they see, even in junk. So at least if I start on these tonight while we're just gabbing, I'll have them ready. And then next week, all I have to do is glue them on. And then use my handy dandy Elmer's glue. We'll make another pile. Almost went into the wrong color. Oh, thank you, Betty. I'm surprised YouTube didn't filter your word sub. I don't know why it comes up in the streams, I guess. People who are monetized, I don't know. But the word subscribe is allowed. But if you say subby or I sub to your channel or something like that, it gets held for review in the comment section. But they can't do it to the word subscribe because it's YouTube. They use the word subscribe, so they can't block it. They're so finicky. I sent an emoji the other day. I was in someone's stream and I was goofing off and I put in the Red Cross helmet because I told her I was going to help. She needed help and I was going to save her. And I was up for review for using that stupid emoji. I mean, really? If YouTube don't like certain emojis, why do they provide them? I don't get it. They always filter crazy things. Really, Dill? That's interesting. What's inside one? Sandy, are you sending me nude pictures? I gotta pick on her. Oh no. Sandy, are you still in here? Oh crap. Well, no, that shouldn't deliver. That shouldn't be anyways, because I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. Oh no. Wait a minute here. Sandy, where are you at? Are you in here? Answer me, woman. Oh, that is so messed up. Wait a minute here. Oh, shoot. Now I'm confused. Sandy. Oh, now this is all messed up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Sandy and I got to sort something real quick. Hold on. There was a boo-boo. All right. Hold on. Listen. I think that my order just got messed up. Did you send those blue bags with the zipper to me? How many did you order in your order? Did you said 2 packs of them or 1? Oh, shit. Ah, hold on a minute, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. We'll figure it out. That's so funny though. Sandy ordered for me the same thing I ordered for myself, and I didn't get the deliveries like it said, so Amazon shorted me one and then didn't deliver hers. I don't know unless it shows up tomorrow. But they were in my mailbox. They weren't dropped off anywhere else, so I'm going to have to check with it. We'll have to get your tracking number, and I'll have to talk to the post office. I'll have to go in. But I did contact the Amazon seller telling them that they shorted me one pack. So I did get that part figured out today. So funny. Great minds think alike, Sandy. We thought of the same thing at the same time. That's hysterical. I hate when that happens, though. Around Christmas time, I put an order in and it showed it was delivered. Not from Amazon. It was from a seller. She had tracking and everything and said it was delivered here, and I never did get it. Thank goodness I didn't spend a lot, but hey, it was Christmas presents for my one granddaughter. I was so mad. Sandy, I didn't know that that's what you were sending. That's absolutely funny. Hey, the more the merrier. I love those things. But thank you. That's hysterical. They're probably thinking, damn, this girl needs some bags. Considering that they're you get 25 in a set, and I ordered 2 and then you set 1 and they shorted me 1. I'm going to be smothered in blue bags. I love it though. They are my favorite bags. They're very nice. Well, me and Mousy were looking at them. Mousy Deb, we were looking for them. We were trying to find the best price because one seller on Amazon had him for $8 and something. The person that I bought him off online, she sold him for $2 a piece. So we're thinking, how did she make a profit, off of these bags selling them for $2? Well, she didn't use the same person I bought from because she had red tops and blue tops. Well, this seller only sells blue. They don't have red. So I was getting 25 of these bags for $8 and something. And every place else they were higher. Well, then I saw them on Joann's and Michael's. Joann's were charging $70-something for these bags for 25 of them. Absolutely highway robbery. Wait a minute, let me show you. Let me see if I can pull them up. They're called what the heck is the name of them again? Because I kept typing in Google zipper bags, the sizes, everything, and nothing was coming up. But they have a special name. Zipophiles is what they're called. Yeah. If you type in Zipophile, that's in my search engine right there, 14 by 13 blue, 25 per pack. Okay. Look at how much they're charging for these suckers. At Staples, they cost $52.99. And I'm showing you guys this. The only difference between these is, see the top where it's got a handle? I don't like the handle ones. I like the one in the middle. These are sold at Joann's for $79.99. That's how much they're ripping people off. I went in Amazon. I'll show you the order in my app. This is so terrible. Look. Same damn bags. 14 by 13 Zipophiles, 25 blue per pack. I got 25 a pack for $8.34. I kid you not. And that's these that I was showing you. That's how much of a ripoff when you can get them so much cheaper. Well, Mousy told me, she says, I bet you it's a scam. So I told her I'll order them. I'm game. I like surprises. So, because she says, watch them come back like baggy size. She was thinking that this Amazon seller selling them for $8 and something was jipping people. So I said, I'm game. I'll order them. Well, they came in today, and guess what? That's the exact bags they are, the big ones. So I got it. Wait a minute. Darn it. Come on. Wait a minute. I had to turn my volume down on my phone. So they came back the same size and everything. There's no rip off on these at all. They're thick, just like the ones I have. That's so funny. Sandy knew I was looking for these bags, poor woman. So she orders them for me to surprise me, and I bought 3 bags, 3 sets already. See, I should have told you. Sometimes I tell you stuff and I'll tell Mousy stuff and I forget who the heck I'm telling. Poor Sandy. So her Amazon says hers were delivered today, and it wasn't hers that was delivered. It was mine that was delivered, but it was only 2 packs of them. So I contacted the seller and said, hey, where's my 3rd pack? And I don't know where yours are. Because you never know when they're delivered. Sometimes they throw them on my porch. Sometimes they stick them in my mailbox. And sometimes they throw them in front of my garage. I never know where my mail is going to show up. But I'll tell you one thing. If the porch pirates stole my one mail that says it was delivered, I like to know how they snuck up on my house because I'm always home. So I told my husband we need to stick cameras out there and start spying. Nobody's in trouble. So Sandy, we're going to have to get on them. Sometimes Amazon does this automated system where it says your order has, you paid for it. It's on its way. This happened to me with my crocodile. And nobody stole it. I called Amazon because I was going to report it stolen because I ordered it. It said it was paid for. It gave me a shipping, said it was delivered. Sandy, it never even left the building. I called Amazon. I said, listen, I paid for this crocodile and your whole system says it was delivered, but I was home all day. Nothing was dropped off on my porch whatsoever because I was sitting by the door waiting for it. And they went in and checked somehow, and here nobody, it wasn't even sent. They reimbursed my money and told me to reorder it off of another seller. So that's what I had to get to my crocodile, but they said it never left. And I said, well, your prompts said it did. So I do not know what happened, but I never got it. And if you don't know what a crocodile is, this is what a crocodile is. The crocodiles are awesome because you got a measurement here to punch and you got a smaller measurement here to punch. And these are a lot easier on your hands than a hole puncher. Because I have arthritis and my hole puncher, I've got to use both my hands to squeeze it. And this cuts through bookboard and everything. These are so easy to use. And then it's got the eyelets that you can attach if you do a ribbon to tie your book shut. That's what this is used for. It is called a crocodile. I love this thing. And this is what I do with it. This is actually a journal JD made. But you punch your eyelet through your books and you make ties with it. And you can buy the eyelet separate. And It's a hole puncher. See? See this? There's the little one. And then you have another size over here that's smaller. And then there's your eyelet all in one hickey jicker. And they were trying to tell me it was mailed. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. We are Mammoth because this is not cheap. It's like, I want my Crocodile. So they did. They reimbursed me the full amount. I reordered it and finally got it. So now I'm wondering if they even sent your bags to say they're delivered. No, CDC. What are you doing, college? Where have you been? You are supposed to be my channel lurker. And you have not been around, mister. I couldn't remember the name of your channel to go check out your videos lately because I haven't seen you in my comment section. So I had to go into one of my live streams and find you to go visit you, because how I do my channel visits, this is how I do mine. If you come and you comment in my section, my comment section on any of my videos, and I see you pop up, I try to answer because it goes into my email when you make a comment, and then I'll go visit the person's channel. And then once I visit all the people that comment on my channel, then I go visit other channels. Because, you know, I'm subscribed to some people that aren't subscribed to me, and I'm okay with that because it is what it is. I follow some bigger channels that don't follow back, and I'm not going to sit and pout about it because I like their content. So I go visit them, but they don't come to my comment section, so I have to go find them. Yes, that is who that is, Dill. That is college, the naughty college. He likes to change names on me and sneak up. I can't keep up with one channel, let alone having more. I like having one channel and I'm done. I don't have multiple channels. Even though back in my Yahoo days, I used to have like 500 IDs. Just because we made holiday ones and we like being goofy. I won't do that on YouTube. It's too frustrating. I know some people will run a gaming channel and then they'll run a cooking channel and then they run this channel and blah, blah, blah. I can't do it. That's why my channel is called Tammy's Passions, because I do everything that I'm passionate about right here on this channel. Except YouTube doesn't like me sometimes in their algorithm because I change up my stuff. Sometimes I do makeup reviews. Sometimes I just do reviews. Sometimes I do openings of mail, you know, from stuff I just go out and buy. Sometimes I do, and I do not do them. People are funny about when people do unboxings and things, because some people think you're like rubbing it in somebody else's face. That's not why I do them. I enjoy them because if you're a crafter and I find something that's on sale, because I also do web stores, and something's on sale and you want it, you can go get it. Or I find a crafter on here that sells good stuff. I do my opening so people know where they can go to get crafts. It has nothing to do with coveting or jealousy or I have all this money and look, I'm wasting it on crafts. It's nothing about that. It's just so that people know where to go to find the resources. But some people are funny about that. But hey, it's their opinion, but it's not mine. I enjoy unboxings and thrift stores and finds and all that kind of stuff. I don't care if you're picking through your neighbor's garbage can. I enjoy dumpster divers too. I love it all. So, you know, but I don't look at it that way. I would like to afford a lot of stuff when I'm in auctions. There's a lot of pretty stuff out there, but I have come to the conclusion I just can't buy it all. And when I'm in an auction and I lose an item or I don't get it, I try not to get stressed out. I really don't like auctions, especially if it's something I really, really want, because it can be stressing. But when I'm at a sale and I don't get it, I just think, hey, that's just money. It saves me for something else. That's how I look at it. Me and Sandy had this discussion earlier. I was always the type of person when I was growing up, from the time I was a young girl, I only buy stuff I know I will use. That's how I've always been. I've always liked thrifting and finding good things in yard sales and different things, because you could really deck out your place if you hit the right yard sales, let me tell you. But as I've gotten older, you spend your whole life when you're younger. We had a hope chest. I don't even know if they do that anymore, where you build up dishes and things for your first apartment and things like that. Like my mom would give us like hand-me-downs that belonged to my grandmother and things like that. And I sparsely had anything. And then one day you hit a point in your life where, like, holy shit, where did all of this stuff come from? Because you're building up. And then it's like you have a family member pass away, or you have a friend that passes away and they leave you stuff. And then you got more stuff. And then you spend the rest of your life trying to get rid of stuff. And that's how I feel right now. We're having a great big yard sale in June next month because I got to unpack some of this stuff in my house. If I don't use it, it's got to go out the door. And, and my mom, she comes from a very sentimental place. Her mom used to make quilts, and she feels so guilty getting rid of stuff. And I've had to train myself not to be that way. I swear it's got to be part of a mental illness too, because I don't want to be a hoarder. And, of course, my house isn't quite that bad. I've watched hoarder shows and they're pretty messy. But, I just think that, my grandmother was a child in the Depression. And then my dad, he has a problem with food. He has like a miniature store in the bottom of his house. And every time my mom tries to get rid of some of it, he builds more back up. I think it is a state of mind that you're afraid to do without, especially once you've been through a bad time. And you watch the hoarder shows, and there's a lot of mentalness to do with it. It's hurtful for people to part with some things. Like, I know a lady personally who, she was an only child. So when her mom and dad died, they left her everything. Then she was a favorite of a great aunt. She left her everything. And then she had a grandmother leave her stuff. This woman had so much stuff. And it's not junk. She doesn't live where she's rat infested and you have feces or anything like that. She has every Lonneberger basket ever made because she was an only child. She had so much money, she didn't know what to do with it all. So she blew it on stupid things. And she has a double wide filled with nothing but so bad that her husband couldn't even sit anywhere. So he would go stay at his mom's house because she had this place so packed. So then she had a cleaning girl come in to try to help her. And they did get rid of some stuff. She donated some things. This is how it gets out of hand. When you really know a person going through this, it's really hard to see. Because to her, even though it was things, they were things that reminded her of her great aunt and her grandmother. And she physically gets torn up when you talk to her about getting rid of these things. Like, she'll start crying. Like, this is all I have left of my aunt. She is so mentally attached to these items. But when they did clean up the one of her room, her carpet was brand new because she had all of her Lonneberger baskets still in boxes. She had enough candles she could open a candle store, but he kept her carpet clean because nothing ever touched that carpet. So she was a clean hoarder. There's two different kinds. But she had a really hard time parting with things. It just really hurts her because she misses the people that she attaches them to. So it is interesting when you do watch some of these hoarder shows. I mean, but some are disgusting. Like my husband, he'll get on me about my crafting clutter, and I said, "Honey, you need to watch this hoarder show." I mean, this woman had so much crap packed in her freezer that it was rotted. I mean, you seen like dried blood and everything stuck together in clumps. I couldn't live like that. I couldn't. But it is interesting to watch the shows to see how hard this is for some people. It's not an easy thing for people to just judge, that person lives with junk and you don't know why. You don't know why they feel that way until you watch those shows. But this woman, she was afraid her husband was going to leave her. The one that I do know offline going through this, because he was eating at his mom's. He was staying at his mom's house because she had their house and you would never guess her to be this way. Like every time you would see her in public, you would think, oh, that's a sophisticated woman. She always has her hair done up. She's always got her makeup done, her nails. She's always dressed. You would never guess that she comes from a pack rat home. But it got so bad in her house that her husband's like, you got to do something, because she had stuff packed in her shower. Like he had to go to his mom's house just to get a bath, just to get a shower. That's bad. But it is what it is. I mean, we all go through our own things, I guess. But I know that, I have some family members like that, and I don't want to turn into that kind of a person. So I try to unpack the stuff that I don't use. That's what I'm trying to do right now, because it's like I just can't hang on to it. I love the people that left me certain things, but I just can't keep it all. And then my mom, she's got like 5 china closets in her house. Like one when she moved there, one when my grandmother died, one when my great aunt died. She's got so many china closets, so stuff full. It's crazy. It's crazy. And my dad cracks me up because he'll walk behind my mom and she'll be showing me a knick-knack and he'll say, just wish she'd get rid of the shit. Should hear him. But he has no room to talk because he has a great big shed. Now, mind you, I have 6 grandchildren just myself. That's not including my brother's kids and my sisters. My dad has a tractor for every single kid, a riding lawnmower, literally. You go to their house, they have a picture of them lined up. One of these days, I'm going to have to get a hold of it and share it with you guys. It looks like bumper cars in their backyards on lawnmowers. Because my dad, he filled up a barn with riding lawnmowers just so the grandkids could ride them when they come up there. And the great grandkids. I kid you not. I said, Dad, what are you going to do with all these damn tractors? Oh my God. My family's funny. I've never seen so many tractors in my life. But he has his things. He has his collection. Somebody said, we're not hoarders, we're collectors. But he worked on them and he's been buying them for years. He didn't get those tractors overnight. He bought like one at a time, and he's got some old ones that he's fixed. And oh my goodness. My dad's a tractor phenomenon. And then he had trains. Oh my God, does he love trains? He's got the kind. What's the real heavy ones? What's that? Cast iron. He's literally got cast iron trains. He has different suits. So my mom, he never got them insured. I told Mom, I said, God, if your house ever burns down, I pity that collection could never be replaced of the trains. My dad would have them around the Christmas tree. Walking into my parents' house on Christmas was like walking into a Christmas store, like a Hallmark Channel store, literally. That's how much they deck their house out. And we had a circle where it'd be my brother's bedroom and my sister shared a room, and it went into a circle where, because we had like um where the roof tilted, there was a door and we used that for storage. But we would open the doors and he would put train tracks between both rooms and run the trains round and round our bedrooms. My dad kills me. So my mom told him they were starting to get rid of some items. And she said, you don't even put your trains out anymore. She said, you should let your kids have them, you know, for the grandkids, for their Christmas trees. So I had always told my dad the one train set I always loved that he had that was always my favorite was the Disney. I inherited the entire Disney train and it is absolutely beautiful. So we put train tracks around the tree and let the grandkids have fun on Christmas. Hey, Chris. But it's an awesome train. It really is. And then my brother and sister got a set. So now we all have a set of trains. But I know it was really hard for my dad to part with them. Because that's his love. Okay, let's see where we are over here. I want to see how fast this glue's drying. Look. I don't know if you can see the glue parts on this or not. It's still tacky in some places, so it's not completely dry, but it's getting there. We are not sniffing glue. Don't listen to Dill. Dill, you're so bad. Let me see here. I am going to be able to snip these off. Thank you, Chris. This is a surprise for my dad. I think he's really going to like this. Yes, I hope he does. So I'm going to corner these off. This is looking good though. Except for a few pieces I need my tacky glue. Come on. Ugh. Okay, when this lid don't want to come off. Okay. So we're going to take some of this. Well, you can't see it, but I'm going to glue some of these edges down a little better. Because, like, see, sometimes on the corner, they don't take because I just cut it. So I'm going to make sure those stay down. Let's see here. Anybody on here have any favorite programs that you guys like watch or anything like that? Me and my hubby, we're getting tired of waiting for freaking The Walking Dead. Is so irritating because I just wish they would get their episodes out. And we've been watching Ozark. Man, that show is intense. This is still wet. Edges are looking good though. Just want to make sure my edges don't catch on anything. See here. Some of these crafters make it look easy to cut around stuff when you have excess hanging off. It's not always easy getting those pieces off. Glue this down. Okay. So what I did was I snipped off some pieces and got it to the edges where it looks better. These little pieces off on the corner because I don't want this to snag. Like get caught and rip. Hey, me! So that's what I am working on. So we're going to wait till this dries and then continue. I'm working on a project for my dad. How are you doing, May? I opened up my second box and did a video. You got to watch that Dill. He likes sniffing glue, May. He's rotten. Thank you. I'm making this for my dad. I bought this off of Hobby Lobby. It's a chipboard, and I decided to turn it into, because my dad loves to do his bills and all his stuff. So I'm turning this into something my dad can use. Yeah, he sniffs glue. Dill. You gotta watch Dill. Yes, he does. Was you a paste eater too, like my hubby Dill? Hey, Vix. He's just plain rotten. He's doing good. He's finally home. And he was really tired the first day, my mom said, but he got to see his dog the second day. And my mom said it was so sad because their dog didn't want to leave him. He didn't want to go downstairs because he hadn't seen my dad in like a few weeks. So he was really missing him. So I got this all edged up, and this is going to go on the back. And then I took this piece of paper and I weaved it in and out, and I distressed it. And then this is going to go on the spine once it's done. And this is my plan so far. So that'll be the back next week. And hopefully we'll get the spine on next week. And then the actual binder came in with page protectors. So what I might do is like leave a few of these in depending on the amount of train pictures. I'm running them off of Pinterest. I might put a picture in the front, a picture in the back. Then I think I might tag these, like put tabs on them in like a few places. That way I got the notebook paper filler already. I went to a yard sale and they were selling notebook paper for 25 cents a packet. So I was like, hell yeah. I jumped on that. So I'm going to put this in and then I'll probably have a picture and then have notebook paper after it. Then maybe another picture, notebook paper, and another picture and notebook paper front and back. And then this way he has kind of a flip through at the same time his writing. And I'll put this in my other binder because he probably don't need that many pictures, but it depends on what I decide to run off. So that's my plan. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the inside of the binder yet. I might take and maybe stencil. I don't know what I'm going to do with the inside. I haven't thought that far yet. Right now, I'm just working on the cover. And I used clear Elmer's glue because I like it better than Mod Podge because it doesn't stick. Once this dries, it'll be so nice. You can still see it's a little wet, but I like it better. It works for me and it's not sticky. So that's why I use Elmer glue. So what I did was I did these first and then I glued them to the page with Aleena's tacky glue. Then I used my finger and I finger painted this glue over top of it. And then add Aleena's to the back of this picture. And then I used my little bone folder to even it out. And now we will work on the back next week. I'm going to let this dry because it's still not dry yet. But it doesn't dry with a shine. Like it's got a teeny bit. See it? You get a little bit of a shine. You can see where it's wet versus where it's drier. But see that? This part here is dry. And then the glow parts, like down here, you can see that piece right there is still wet. Right here. My fingernail polish, ignore it. But that's like wet right there. But I love the finish the Elmer's gives. I really love this. And it's cheaper than Mod Podge. The clear glue, I'm telling you, is the way to go. It's not sticky when it's done. It's awesome. Because I know I've been through journals where, you know, I go to move a page and it's stuck to and it's Mod Podge and it's matte, but it's still sticky. And I don't think it has anything to do with the temperature. Because I've used it here and we don't have, and it wasn't even in sticky temperature and it still does it. And this paper here, I explained at the beginning of the video, this is actually copied from a vintage piece of paper. I actually have this is a railroad page. I read it at the beginning of my live and there was something laying on the paper. So you got the dark at the top and then the light at the bottom. So what I did was I took the original and made copies. Excuse me. And that's what this is. Because I'm not going to ruin the original. I got the original put back. It was from 1916 or 1920. I don't know. It was early. But that's what the letter's from about the railroad. And I have more I had bought off of a live sale. I think it was Vintage Hippie that had it. She sold a whole thing of railroad stuff. So what I do is I copy them and keep the originals because I'm not using the originals on stuff like this. And just tore up the pages. I made 5 copies of the same letter, the first and second pages, so that, because I never run out of ink. I'm good with ink. So that's what I used on this because I want this to be completely railroad. Even this part is railroad, all of it. Anything to do with trains. And I bought up a bunch of vintage stuff that's railroad just for this project because I've been wanting to make him a project for the past couple years. I was going to do a journal and then I thought, you know, he probably wouldn't use one because I made my mom one and hers is more of a faith journal or whatever she wants to do in it. And then this page I found as an image on Google. So I copied just this for the spine. And that's what this piece is. This is going to go up the spine when I'm done. This is a lot of fun. I love doing projects like this for other people. So cool. And then this was, I don't know if I'm going to use stencils because I do have this stencil. I think, did I get this off? I think I got this off of you, didn't I? Did you sell me the darkroom door stencil? I can't remember if I got this from you, May, or not. But look how cool that is. So I could stencil on the inside of this. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But hopefully I will do a little bit of stenciling on this too, because I enjoy playing with stencils. I love stencils. So I might end up maybe doing some stencils on this journal too. I don't know. But I like the darkroom door large stencils. They do have really pretty stencils. I think I did. I can't remember. I buy so much crap off of people. I can't remember who I get what off of. I'm terrible. But I love my little book. Thank you, May. I did a video on it, but I haven't put it up yet. I have like a whole file of videos. And I tried to get them uploaded as fast as I can. And I did a flea market haul over the weekend, but I didn't do a video on that one. I ended up, me and my daughter got up, we were gone by 8 a.m. They were supposed to have a community yard sale in the same area they had the flea market, but I think people closed and they just went to the flea market instead. And it turned out really nice. I was shocked. First, said multifamily because we were trying to hit the yard sales first. We went there and it was a tiny garage of 1 people. So I'm thinking people canceled off on them because it was supposed to be like a 5-family thing, but that didn't work out. So we didn't stop. They didn't look like they had anything we were interested in. We drove past, so we left there, went to the flea market. The flea market was really cool. They had all kinds of different booths. It was nothing like I thought it would be. I was kind of glad to see some antiques and stuff there because I didn't think they would have it. I thought it would be like all vending, but they had jewelry. Amish country people were there and they had all kinds of homemade goods like, you know, jellies and just different types of peppers that were all like canned in really nice jars. And we had them people that sell those tote type purses that people carry stuff in. They had, I can't think of the name of them, but I know the company because I have one. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Then another place we went into, they had like tarps on the ground and they had a whole bunch of stuff laid out. I actually got 2 really nice glass jars to store rice or whatever in, and they only charged me $0.25 a piece. I about died. The prices were phenomenal, but this one booth really stood out to me. It was so cool. I have never seen this. This is the first time. Of course, you know, I don't get out as much as some people. But the things this man did with license plates was so awesome. He had license plates like welded together in the shape of states in the United States. He had one in the shape of Texas, one in the shape of West Virginia. It was just gorgeous. He had these little mailboxes and it was just crazy because the license plates like laid over top of the mailbox. He had so much cool stuff. It was just crazy. I can't even remember everything. I mean, it was just amazing. He had like these cans, like paint cans, and license plates were wrapped around the cans for storage. And then the bench, oh my gosh, the bench was the tailgates of trucks. He had these wooden benches made by hand. They were $175 a piece, of course, but they were like kid size. Like he had adult, but he had these kid ones. And I thought, oh my gosh, my dad would love his grandkids sitting on these. He had a Chevy one, a Ford one, all tailgates were the back part that your back would be against when you sat on them. And the rest was wood. And he even left the tailgate chains. It was, these benches were beautiful. But he said the lumber is so high right now He said $175 is what he had to charge for the wood and the tailgate because it's outrageous. Lumber is really high here right now. I guess everywhere, but you know what I mean, because of inflation. But just, wrapping your brain around somebody coming up with these ideas, I think that is so cool. And I told him, I said, "Too bad your Ford one's in blue." I said, "'Cause my dad he used to own he owned that red truck, the red Ford pickup truck that you see everywhere for Christmas." My dad had a truck just like that, but it had a smokestack on the side of it. My God, that truck. He had that truck for years. I remember, you had just to change gears, you had to friggin' throw your weight into it just because it was hard to change gears in it because it wasn't as, you know, it was a what, oh my gosh. It's I can't think of the name. It's not an automatic, it's the other where you have your clutch and stuff. Oh my God, I can't think right now, guys. I'm like so fried. I've been working all day today. But you had to throw your weight and just to switch gears. I mean, that's how old this truck was. My brother even had a hard time driving it. But I remember my dad had that truck for years. I painted little diamonds on the back bumper as a kid for him. Yeah, a standard. But I had the stenciled diamonds on the back bumper when I was a kid because I was a grease monkey. My dad always had me in the garage. That's why I'm a tomboy. I can't stand dresses. I always liked hanging out in the garage, and we had Gojo hanging upside down in a great big can, and you pumped it to clean all the grease off your hands. I loved playing in the dirt. I was one of those kind of kids. But he would take me in the garage, and we would just have so much fun. But I don't know. And look at this mixed media piece. Look what my friend Tina sold at her sale when I grabbed her up. Look how pretty this is. Tina's my favorite mixed media. She loves jelly plates and playing with vibrant colors. Look how pretty this is. I love this book. All her pretty tags. I can't believe she sold this. You can tell she had a lot of fun playing. And this reminds me of Lisa Frank. All this fun stuff. Look at that little dream catcher. She did a really good job in this book. She's got boho down here. Look at that elephant. Oh, I know. I love her. I love her, watching her. She gets to gabbing at night when she gets insomnia. And she starts, oh, I pulled that off. Oh, well, she gets to gabbing. And she'll craft while she's gabbing. But look how cool that is. It's like psychedelic. That reminds me of like peace, love. But yeah, she's a lot of fun to watch. I like her too. Her cool stuff. You can tell she embossed. It looks like embossing folders. Those say she's got double-sided tape on these. And I have noticed double-sided tape does not last. Just for info. I have this type of tape really old. And somebody took magazines. I wish I had one to show you. They're upstairs. But somebody, one of the book pickups I went on for my bookstore, there was a lady that took wallpaper and she decorated like a cardboard and made really long books. And when you flip through them, I have a bunch of these. I don't even know if anybody's interested in them because I put one in a live sale once and one lady bought it, but I don't know what to charge for stuff like that. But this woman literally made pages and has the the rings and attached all the pages together of everything in magazines. It is like the coolest thing ever. And the pages, the front and the covers have wallpaper on them, and they use double-sided tape, and it didn't stick. The pages come right off of it. So whenever I use double-sided tape just to use it up, I glue it. I never just use the double-sided because it will not last with time. Those papers come right off that page, and you could see where they crisscrossed it and stuck a magazine. They don't last. I thought I had one sitting beside me, but I guess I don't. But I have a bunch of them sitting around my store down here somewhere. And she had to have spent a lot of time making these. But she'll have like, like say the page was like something she crocheted a bunch of stuff for Christmas. She would have it stapled in this book where you could even turn the magazine pages in this book. I don't know why people did this, but they were maybe to preserve the magazines. I don't know. I have no clue, but it was definitely time consuming. Let me see if I can find one. Hold on. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just give me a second. I'm going to look because there's got to be one close to me somewhere. But I got a bunch of them. And it's just like, what do I do with these? There was a guy I used to do a book pickup from when I opened my used bookstore. And he was just like, they were in a garage. He says, just take them. I'm like, I don't know what to do with them. I have no clue. Let me see here. My sweater is all tangled. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll grab one so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh. Okay, I found one. My old legs. Oh. They look like this. Wait a second. Darn sweater. Hold on. Okay. This one's missing a ring on the bottom. Let me move these. It's only got one on the top. But look at this. She's got crafts and Christmas ideas for fall. And it's like she went through, look at all this. And she glued it to the pages. And here's Nature's Collectibles. And then here's where she stapled because she wanted to keep certain things, I guess. But look how cool these are. And I bet you I've got about 50 of these. Wall plaques. And this looks like, let me see if there's, okay. This came from Women's Day, November 22nd, 1979. And then she has these wall plaques. She's got little writing down here. It says Women's Day, September 1962. There's look at that. Look at that hair. Look at that woman's hairdo. That's like a bow head. I remember those haircuts. Employees find new uses for cosmetic containers. And then they show like a pin cushion. Look how cute that duck is. But there's just so much. Make a catchy carry-all. Help wanted. Keep out. That's cute. Stunning jewelry that you can make in minutes. Be an artist with nature's leftovers. That's when they used to craft, when they dried out plants and things. This is like a blast to the past, though. There's a book made into a storage. Christmas angels give a glow to the holiday decor. Look at her. Look at that fancy outfit she's got on. Painting ceramics, pottery. Nah. I'm lucky to get a journal done a year, May. I can't craft like you do. When you do your crafts, you do yours so fast and so pretty. I can't work that fast. My goodness, it took me a year to create Gothica. I worked on her for over a year. It took me a long time to create this baby. So what I mean, I can't do crafts that fast. I'm a lot slower. I love this journal. Oh my God, do I love this journal. This is like all of my talents in one book right now. She is one of my favorites. And she sits right above me where I can stare at her. I still can't believe that came from my brain. May I sit back? Have you ever done that, though? Is it like a crafter's curse? But I sit back and like, where did this come from? What part of my brain figured it out? And it's not beating myself up. It's not about that. It's just, I never looked at myself as a crafter. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't get where some of my ideas come from. I just go with the flow. But I hate it when I'm on to something because it's really hard to be interrupted. You know what I mean? Like when I really get on a craft flow, I will be up all night till the birds chirp. Oh, I think you're a fast crafter. But you know, May, you need some blue. I don't know if you ever watch my videos, but I pick on you all the time, May. I'm like, May, really? You wrapped it in pink paper. I pick on you. I don't care. But I have to tease you, May, because I'm not a pink girl. But I think it's hysterical. I'll say, May, really? May, really? What is up with this? And you know, it's hysterical because one of my friends is a seller and she knows another girl that likes blue. She says, I'm going to make her a happy mail and I'm going to stick everything pink in it to send to her because she doesn't like pink either. I think it's so funny. I think it's comical. But every time I open somebody's mail, I talk to them, whether they watch the video or not. But I love my little book. My little book sits right here. You got to see the little book May made me, even though it'll come out in a video. She was doing a die cut. And I love die cuts. I love the die cut machine, but I have never played with the type of dies May uses. She uses the ones that you can turn into stuff, where I use the little die cuts that just do little things. And she was working on this in her video showing us how to use this particular product. And the more she made it, and I was joking with her, I said, I'll take that, May. I want that book, teasing her. And she was like, okay. And I think this is absolutely darling when I see a dangle off of one of these bull clips. I love that. See, I don't do this kind of stuff. And then look here. Another person that made one of these. I can't remember whose stream I got this off of. But this was the book Deb made. I mean, I look at some of the things that crafty people come up with, and I am so amazed. This was the book that Deb sent, and there was a piece in here I'm going to show you. You're the second one that I ever got that from. Hold on, let me find it real quick. I just want to find this one piece. But you just whipped that out in your live. You did that little book so fast. Here. Look how cute that is. The same thing. Somebody took, it feels like cardstock. They layered a horse head on it, and they put a chain with this. With one of those bullpen thingies. I think that's what they're called. Those claspy things. And then you did it in this one, and I thought, this is so cute. Because I don't think to make stuff like that. But look how cute this little book is. I love it. She's got the sari on it. And these little tags. You do all this cute, tiny stuff. Look at that. These teeny weeny little... They're so cute. And how it's got the little see-through things. I don't think of stuff like this. Like these little tiny. And then this paper. I don't know what kind of paper that is. That's really cool. Is that mulberry paper? I don't know what that is, but it feels soft. And then she's got these little words. And this little picket fence. The beautiful moments together. This is so cute. And she did this in like one video. She just does a live, whips this stuff together, and says she moves slow. Please. It would probably take me a week to even think to do this. I just don't think that fast as a crafter. I don't have enough practice at it yet. Because I'll see some people, they just whip out like, I don't know, 12 of them at once. And I just can't do it. It takes me forever to create something like that. That is really adorable. I love this. It is so pretty. So it sits right here on my little stand where I know where it's at. And it won't get lost. Look at this one here. Tree ornaments from Nuts and Bolts. I mean, this woman, look at the tags for tots. Look how cute those are. Sue, Alice, Cindy, Billy. But it's like whoever this woman was, she definitely was a crafter. But see, this is where the glue doesn't. Look at this. That glue comes right up. I don't know what she used here, but it doesn't last with time. And see, and we can't test it, you know, unless we live for another 70 years. But she has this one here starts out making an art of living. And then it's got all these flip through pages that she's got stapled. Modern art under $20. You can definitely tell this is back in time. Okay, and this one here is called Special Tree with Trimmings, Foil Puzzles, Keep Children Busy. These crafts are amazing. Here's one where you can make a wallet. It shows you leather crafts. Now that is cool. And it shows you how to do it. They just sit in my store and I just look at them. Look at that cat. Little kitten sitting on that chair. Now, I have redone a bookshelf before. A friend of mine, I helped her move and she gave me this old bookshelf and I sanded it down. I did our whole cabinetry in our old house that way when we were flipping it. And I sanded it down and then I painted it a really pretty blue and that sits in my bedroom. Yeah, see, like this. Except mine's a bright blue instead of a green. But the newer bookshelves that I have in my bookstore, I'm kind of disappointed in them because I wasn't thinking, I'm so used to solid wood, but I bought the kind you had to put together yourself. And I noticed when you own a bookstore, you have books sit on the shelves, they start bowing in the center because they're not solid wood. Definitely prefer solid wood ones, but it is what it is when you were trying to save money. We were trying to save money when I set up my store. So I'm not really impressed with the laminated type. And I'm tired of my plastic stands. They bow too. Look at these pretty stitches. It's funny how she's got rickrack on that skirt. I love rickrack. But here's sewing. Little sewing types it shows you. Look how pretty that is. Here's weaving. Now, I remember doing weaving when I was in Girl Scouts. I can't remember how we did it, but I remember we made pot holders. I did embroidery because we had to earn our patches. And I had to learn how to do embroidery with the hoops. And we had to do that. We had to, oh God, I hated the French knot. We had to learn a bunch of different knots. And I had to learn how to crochet. I never could get knitting. My sister did knitting, but I never liked knitting. And what else did we do? Just different things like that I remember, but I do remember making the pot holders. Hey, Penny. Oh my goodness, May. 4 pages and you're done. But see, that's what makes you special in doing the little ones, though. Because if that's your preference, then hey, that's what happens. Oh, I hated the French knot. I had a heck of a time. Yeah, they do. I agree with that, May. I loved home ec. Home ec, we had to learn how to cook and bake cookies and Vix, that would be me too. It would take me forever to do a mini. I'm scrolling back. I'm trying to read. Be sure I don't miss nothing. I like being slow, Vix. We could be slow crafters. You know, speaking of falling asleep, I woke up so mad at my husband the other day. I had a dream he was being mean. I thought that was mulberry paper. He's like, I texted him at work. I said, "Why do you have to be so mean in my dream?" He says, "What?" I said, "You were so mean in my dream." I said, "I literally jumped out of my sleep ready to beat you up." I was so mad at him. He did something so mean in my dream. It was awful. He said, and he laughs at me. I said, "We had this dog and we were taking care of it and it was injured." And I said, "And it was on the couch for a few days because it had to have um a needle run into it to be hydrated." And I said, "And me and you got into an argument and you picked him up by the neck and the back of his butt by his fur and you threw him down the steps." We don't even have an upstairs in this house. Our upstairs was in our last home. I said it started out in the house we're in, and he was on the couch, and I was taking care of him. And it ended up we were at our other house, and I said, "You were so mean to this dog." And he's not even mean to animals. He's got my dog so spoiled. He feeds her Frosty Paws every single night, but it was just a dream. But it was so weird because Roni was cuddled up to me and I fell back to sleep because I was up once and I fell back to sleep and I slept too long. You know how sometimes you sleep too long, you have funky dreams. And I literally jumped up. I was ready to beat you up for torturing that dog. And he says, "Tammy," he says, "I would never hurt a dog, especially injured." I said, "I don't care. You made me mad in my dream. I was out for blood. You're lucky you were at work." He's like, "I don't believe you." But I had another friend that had a dream about her husband that was like that too. And she said, "I'm so mad at him." She says, "I couldn't speak to him for a whole day because I was so mad at him." And I told her, I said, "You got to watch those dreams. They can have bad impacts." But I was really mad at him when I woke up. It was awful. Thank God he wasn't home. I'd have probably threw dishes at him or something. Oh my God, it was so funny. After I thought about it, I was like, "Oh God, that's ridiculous." But it is. It's like it was so real. And I hate when dreams are like that. It's scary. They say dreams have meanings. I hope that one doesn't. Oh my gosh. That's awful. That's terrible, May. I'm telling you, it was bad. He came home that night after work. He said, he's looking at me like, "Should I wear protection?" I said, "No, I'm over it. That was earlier in the afternoon." But oh my gosh, it was funny. Oh my gosh, it was so real. It was crazy. Makes you wonder why you have dreams like that, though. It's awful to have dreams like that. Most of my dreams are usually not like that. It was just weird. But I don't know, but I know this woman, Love Cross. I would love to have known if she did some of these. Did she save this stuff? Because, like I'm not a poet, but I used to cut poems out of a newspaper and I used to save them. But it makes me wonder if she was a crafter. Be creative with driftwood. Look at that. Driftwood. Found objects. Now, how far do you think that it takes too far for stuff that you save for crafting? That's my question. Now, I only used the sewing machine a few times, Vix. I never used it a lot. Me and my mom made a pillow before, and used it once to, with the home ec, but I never really got into it. I liked sewing by hand. Oh, no. Well, I hope to God my husband doesn't hurt dogs, May. I'll cry. Welcome back, Dill. I don't know what it was about, Vix, but it was sad. Oh, no, May, that's terrible. Gosh, I can imagine. That would be awful. But anyway, like, I seen a crafter one time. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool that they think of these ideas. But there was a crafter one time that saved the twisties on their bags, like their bread bags, and they made them into some kind of fence. And it was really cool what they did. They painted over them, and you couldn't even tell they were bread ties. Then, like, another crafter, she saves her dryer sheets. And I don't know how I feel about that. If it's a new dryer sheet, I probably wouldn't have a problem, but after it's been over somebody's laundry, I don't know. I think that's kind of strange. Maybe that's me. I don't know. But I just sometimes I'll watch videos and crafters will have like these wee teeny little pieces of stuff and they're like, "Oh, I'll save this for," and I'm like, "Do you think that's going too far? Do you think that I don't know. I see hoarding when I see stuff like that. First off, I would never use a dryer sheet in my art. I'm not saying that it's bad. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just, those things never crossed my mind. Um, if I have dyed, like coffee dyed papers, sometimes I might save the strips maybe to run across and decorate the top of an envelope or something so I could see that. But at some point, you've got to stop hoarding. Like, I just can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know. I can't imagine saving all that kind of stuff just to craft with. I don't know. Now, baby wipes, what's really interesting about them is even if my baby wipes dry out, I will wet them down because I use them to wipe stuff with. Like, I clean my glue off my hands and my paintbrushes and stuff, but I've never used them in my crafts. But I could see how when a baby wipe is dry, it can give kind of like this here, it can give like a smooth texture. So, I mean, a dryer sheet would kind of remind you of muslin in a way, a little bit, if you think about it. It's like it could be spiked, I guess. I don't know. I just don't think to save that kind of stuff. Now, what is done with tea bags? I've heard of people saying that they were collecting tea bags, but I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just because I'm still new to all this stuff. I don't know. Oh, dill. Look at you. I would have never thought of that, but you can't flush them. I wouldn't flush them. That would be hard on the septic. Even the, flushable, they say some of the waves are flushable. I would never flush them because I've seen too many people have backed up water and definitely terrible clogs over baby wipes that they say are flushable. Dill. We're not talking about that, Dill. Leave it to a male. Oh my god, you were so bad. So what do you mean for texture? What do you do with them though, May? Do you flatten them? Do you empty them? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Or do you bounce them on your paper? I don't know. Good night, Penny. Oh, well, nice. I hope you have a nice trip. I hope she's still here. Sorry. Take care, Penny. Thanks for coming. I like talking about this stuff because I'm not exactly sure, what people do with this stuff. Yep, gotta respect it. Till you're something else. Oh, nice, Vix. Huh. Interesting. Let me see here. That's interesting. Use the bag for texture. Now, I have the type of tea bag. I mean, is it a specific type of tea bag you use? Because the only type part of the tea bag I have ever used is the paper. Like when you pull the tea bag out of the Lipton, I've used that little bag with the clip in it and stuck a little a tag in it. I've used the outer part, but they don't even have them in tea. We don't even have the bags anymore. Our tea bags now come in a great big container where it's just the bags now. But I'm talking like the paper part. I've used the paper part, but I've never used the tea bag. Hmm. Yeah. I've used the paper part, yeah, on the Lipton, but May. How interesting. Yeah, I have one of those too, Vix. I have one of those teapots where you buy the tea and not the bags. You buy just the regular tea leaves and you can, there's a place in it that you set it in the center where it doesn't float around the water, but it'll heat up your tea. I have one of those pots upstairs. Haven't used it yet though. How interesting. Huh. Use the tea bag for decoupage or mixed media. How interesting. Never thought of tea bags, but I would rather use tea bags than, I don't know, dryer sheets. It just seems weird. I just think that with all this stuff that I collect as a crafter, I just think that it would give more clutter. You know what I mean? I guess that's how I'm looking at it when it comes to the dryer sheets and stuff. I don't know. This here is cute. 35 small ways to make Christmas merry. She had a lot of cute stuff in here for sure saved. I got a bunch of these. And I think I had them. I can't remember. It was like maybe $2.50 or something I sold these for, and some lady bought one. The only thing is I can't ship it media because, you know, the rings and because it's magazine pages. Make your own prints. Oh, how cool is that? They took flowers, and that's an embroidery hoop. And then they just ran like paint or something over it, and they made a flower imprint. That's cool. Love these colors. I love bold colors. Really dark, rich colors. I do know that I am not, I'm not really into watercolors. I'm not a watercolor girl. I definitely like bold, darker colors. Watercolor's too pale for me. Look how pretty that chair is. Beautiful stenciling. And shows you ways to stencil. How cool is that? I love stencils. Crafty effects with cutouts. There's May's little black dress. I like the sleeves on her dress. These are cute. Yes, it is cool to go back and look through some of this. And another thing that I have too is they took the same wallpaper and they took detergent. We're talking borax detergent boxes and the old detergent. And I have a whole box of these I'm putting in my yard sale because I didn't know if anybody'd be interested, but they're magazine holders. They're boxes that magazines fit in. And she took wallpaper and covered these boxes. Now, wallpaper is not recyclable. At least not around here it isn't. So I can't just pitch these boxes because they're covered in wallpaper. But she took a bunch and she made a whole bunch with different styles of wallpaper from like the 70s. And I'm putting them in the yard sale for like $4 for $1. I don't know what else to do with them. I don't know if anybody will be interested in them, but I don't have no room for them. So they got to go bye-byes. But she had fun with her magazines for sure. Look at these beautiful flower arrangements. Teach yourself rose mailing flower painting on wood. Saving with sheets, lowest cost ways to get a high quality look. Turkish cornered pillows is okay. And then cool gift wrapping bags. And then here's those are clothespins, Rudolph clothespins. I remember my kids bringing some crafts homes like that. I still have all the crafts my kids made to hang on my Christmas tree. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Is that like not the cutest nativity? They did it teepee style. That is so cute. Pretty packs without ribbon. They use paper. Oh, I'm definitely a paper person. Boy, look at that, would ya? Oh, look at that display. All those little gift wrapped packages around that candle. Fire hazard. Pretty though. Toy wooden soldiers. Those are made out of, I miss my clothesline. I really do. I had a clothesline at my old house. I need to put one up here because I love hanging out blankets in sheets and then burying my nose in it. Fresh sheets. You know, that's something else that I wanna learn how to do, and I don't know how, is, I would like to learn how to make dangles with the chains. I have no clue how to do those. I had somebody demonstrate for me, and I have the toolkit to do it, but I don't know what to buy. I think that's my problem, is I don't know the sizes of rings to buy to do what I wanna do. I don't know where hers. I have some dangles off of, Sophia that comes in here. I bought one of her journals, and I really love her style, except I like the long chain. This is my dangle. This was so funny. Oh my god, May, you would have died watching the video because BB Krause has never contacted me since. But when you grow your channel so big, BB Crafts will offer you so much of free money for you to go into their store, and you either have to do 2 videos every so often to demonstrate their products, or you give them a comment and you get it free. Okay, there's so much money. Well, uh, my mind doesn't think like BB Crafts. So what I did was I went in and I bought this chain off of their store. I already had the eyelash trim. I asked them if I could use some of my own products too. So I had bought the claw because I do like the claws, and I had got the bulb pins. I already had these, and then I bought some charms. Well, these are actually their beads. So when I did my demonstration for BB Crafts, it was absolutely hysterically funny because the eyelash trim did not quite fit through their hole. So I am sitting over here with a giant needle shoving these through these beads because this is Tammy's vision. She wanted eyelash trims through her beads, not metal. So I'm over here shoving these through. It took me forever to get that video done because I don't edit. So it took me, and they're probably thinking, what the hell is she doing with our product? So I did a video and then I linked underneath of it where you get the pieces, and they never contacted me again. So I don't think they liked my idea, but I don't care. I love this. This is one of my first dangles and I absolutely love it. It's got a cross, a key, a heart, a Pegasus, and a butterfly, and it's all done with eyelash trim because this is my vision, not BB Cross vision, my vision of a dangle. But it's sad though, May, because they're like, they never contacted me again. And I told them I didn't want it free because I didn't know. I've never done a dangle before, so I paid them. I didn't take their stuff for free. I actually paid for the products. And I do have a nice case with stuff, but I think it's cute. I love eyelash trim. I love how spiky it is. But I do want to learn how to do, more of the. I have no clue what I'm doing when it comes to that kind of stuff. I never played with dangles before. The only dangle I did on a journal was ripped pieces of fabric, and I have tons of. I don't need any for the rest of my life. I don't need any beads. I literally have a humongous box that some person used to play with beads, and they sold me the whole damn box on the marketplace for 40 bucks. And I'm talking every color and then some that you can imagine. And this box is freaking huge. It is so huge it wouldn't even fit under the arm. I have tons of beads. And Defy was looking for some one time, and I did donate some to them, but I still have them because I ran one strand of beads down with fabric, and that's the only type of I've ever made. I guess. Why? You lonely? I know. I hear you. Mean person that tortures dogs in my dreams. I told them what you did. Threw that injured dog down the staircase, you mean old man. I was so mad at you when I woke up, I wanted to wring your neck. Hubby just come home from work. He's giving me a dirty look like, yeah, right. I did not. Ah. Oh, I have tons of beads. And then I got this bag sitting right here that I haven't even opened yet. These are a mixture of glass beads and all different kinds of beads. There's even tiny little dice in here. It's got holes in them. I got these at a sale. Oh, there's the little dice. Look at that cute little blue dice. You see that, May? You see that? It is not pink. It is blue. Look. There's a baby blue dice with a hole in it. A whole bunch of different colors. There's glass beads and ceramic. This has got a mixture. On top of the big box I have sitting over yonder. Look at that. Isn't it cute? Laura Kai sent that to me. I have it sitting by my computer. She sent me a little horsey. And then Mimi bought me this at a sale. Look how cool that is. Gosh, I love my horses. I really, really do. Okay, so then there's these. Look how cool all this stuff is. And there's card making. Look at those cards. Design your own Christmas cards for 3 cents each. Must be where you could order them or something. Like, can you imagine 3 cents? 3 cents. Now these are pretty too. I do love the glass. You know, when they have the prism looking style. Those are pretty. But yeah, there's a lot of different things in these for sure. I just took a picture of a dandelion outside today. You see my photo? Look at my cute little photo. Wait a minute. I was outside the yard. I took my doggie out. Wait a minute. Look how cute. I took a picture of a little dandelion head today. I think they're so adorable when they're white and fuzzy. Reminds me of a baby eagle. They look like little cotton balls. Then I told Pearl, I said, look what you did. Pearl, she bougied up my bathroom. She sold this curtain in her live sale for somebody to cut up, and I hung that sucker in my bathroom. I go, I don't think so. My bathroom's got green and ceramic tile, and that curtain is gorgeous in my bathroom. Should have heard my hubby. He walked in there. He says, what the heck? We look like we're rich. I sent Pearl a message. I said, thank you for the bougie curtain. Sometimes I see stuff in sales and I don't want to cut them up. I actually will add them to my interior of my home because they're so pretty. Here's my flowers I was making the other night. I love my die cut machine. See my pretty little flowers. I'm always making something. Here's my tree. It's got a What? No. Leave it. Quit bugging me. You know I'm live. Quit bugging me. I'm live. I'll be up later. So this here is a fungus that's growing on my Japanese blood red tree. And I think we're going to have to treat it with peroxide. We already got a spray we started using. I don't know what's causing this fungus, but we're trying to save it. I planted that tree in the 90s when my daughter was born. Here's my grumpy hubby, May. That's my old mean old man when he's sleeping. I told him, I said, look at you. You even look mean in your sleep. It's easy what I did. Oh my goodness, this is so funny. I have a clip of him snoring. I sent it to Sandy. I said, he says he doesn't snore. Listen to this. She was rolling. That's what you have a husband for, so you can torture him. You hear that, Dill? You settle down. That's what we do. We torture you men. Let me find it. Here it is. You ready? Listen. Oh, come on, play. Wait a minute. Hold on, I'll send it to May. It will. I hate messages on here sometimes because it won't let you play them. This is so funny. Listen. I sent this to you, May. Oh my goodness. And he heard it. I said, but you say you don't snore. I got proof. Oh my God, it's so funny. He tortures me too. I know, but it's hysterical. He tortures me the same way. It's hysterical. He'll come and pick on me. He comes in when he knows I got to go somewhere. I can even have my alarm set and he will touch my feet. It's like, would you leave my feet alone? Oh my God, it's so funny. Hey, Barbie. There's Barbie. That's what women are made for. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's what women are made for, to torture our men. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Barbie, you missed my husband snoring. Ah! Oh my gosh. Hey, after 30-some years of being married, that's what happens. We torture people. Okay. So then we have these. Christmas angel and wreath from aluminum foil, made with aluminum gift wrap. Oh, how cool is that? I like that. Look how pretty that is. A wreath made with little, oh my God, little yarn dolls. That's adorable. Now that I like. That is really colorful. Look at that. That's pretty. That'd be cute as like a Raggedy Ann and Andy too. And we have all this other luscious stuff. Now, see, I like pictures like this. Pictures like this, I like to scan and use for journals because it's got our tape, our glue, our measuring tape. I love it when they put pictures like that in magazines. Here's ornaments for your tree made out of fruit. And then she's got December of 1965 on these. Heck, that was before I was even here. See, you can dramatize your home, it says. Yep, she wrote the dates down. Like she saved specific stuff and then she just wrote the dates. How cool is that? Now I've seen somebody, Krista, on here, Krista's Creations. She's doing a it's like a upstairs. I said I'll be up. Why do you keep bugging me? Roni, what daddy doing? He picking on mommy. Go get him. She's in here because you shouldn't be down here. Oh my God, he drives me crazy. So anyway, she's taking napkins and she's redoing a china closet and it looks beautiful. I can't wait to see where it's done. Look at this. We have ZBT baby powder with olive oil. I never heard of that baby powder. Containing Zephyrin. It looks like it's in a tin container. But I never heard of that one. And then look how pretty this is. Now, I like drawings like that. I think that's so cool. This would be the cool kind of drawings that I think is pretty down the edge of pages on journals. That's pretty too. Ball fringe for Christmas. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is a tag tree. Can you guys see that? Come on, focus. It's a Christmas tree made out of tags we use in journals. That is so flipping cute. Could you imagine how that would be as a countdown to Christmas for someone? That would be awesome. Maybe have like for kids, you could do like a countdown and the kids could do something every day. Like you could put a snack in front of the TV with mom and dad, like do like different fun things. I like that. How cute. So I didn't go through this very thoroughly. I just kind of glimpsed through one, flipped through one, but I didn't realize how much stuff was in these. This is really old. Christmas all through the house. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. She's got like a carousel on the floor. And then there's another tree. With a bunch of goodies hanging off of it. Christmas for Children, it's called. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of different ideas in here. But like I said, this guy just called me and said, come pick him up when I open up my bookstore. And I went in and I got a crap ton of stuff. Didn't know what it was. That's how I found Ideals. I never seen an Ideal magazine until I went to this place and picked up this stuff. And I was just like, wow. And then, of course, look at that wallpaper. But she has all these books. Really cool books made up like this. Very interesting how she took the time to do this. I guess this was her journal. Her junk journal was magazines. Yes, I think so too, May. He's going to keep bugging me. Come and eat with me. Come watch TV with me. Because me and him's been watching that Ozark show. Oh my gosh, that show is crazy. About a drug cartel, and every time you turn around, somebody's getting killed. And we're on the season. They just came out with a new season. It's on Netflix. Netflix is called Ozark. Boy, is that show intense. So he wants me to come and eat and watch the show with him. We watched The Walking Dead together. This is almost dry. And I can't wait till Walking Dead is over. Been waiting so long for the friggin' episodes to come out, but it was a good show. I like the survival skills of it. This is all dry so far. It's still a little sticky over there. But yeah, it'll be ready for next week. Can't wait to continue on this. This is fun. Something different. All right, ladies. Well, I'm going to go pick on hubby. Because he's up there going to be beep, 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 beep. Come watch this show with me. Freaking whiner. It's funny how you were your whole life without somebody, and then you're with somebody, and they're like, come here. And he always fights with me for my dog. She was my Christmas present, and he tries to steal her off of me. It's hysterical. Oh, he wants to learn jelly plating, May. He says when he gets to the point where he's not working that much, he wants to learn jelly plating. I said, well, you'll have to hit May up. She'll teach you how to jelly plate. My husband wants to learn. I told him, I said, go for it. Make us some cool backgrounds. Ladies will love it. I had him doing crafting stuff when he was off with his hurt hand. You know, little things he could do. He actually enjoyed it, I think. But I think it's funny. Oh, I know. That's what I told him. I said, you probably would enjoy jelly plating. But I told him, I said, you got to get the time. He promised the ladies he would dye paper for you too, but he hasn't done it yet. He collected the dyes, but then he went back to work and he never did get to finish what he never got to start it. So I told him, I said, hey, I think it would be a blast. Especially when he goes to retire. I'm going to have to keep him busy because he can't sit still. He's the type of guy that he could handle like 2 weeks. He would be like a potato. Like, you know, when he's off, he's coming down off of all that work schedule. Because right now, he works every single day of the week. And weekends every single day, even weekends. And he gets 1 day off out of 4 weeks. That's what he's doing right now. I said, are you trying to kill yourself? He works 2 straight ones, 2 straight weeks with weekends. And then the third one, he would get 2 days off. Well, now he's only taken 1 day off. So he's had 2 days off this entire month. That's it. He's crazy. That's like slave labor. But whatever, it's his life. But he could handle about 2 weeks off, and then he can't sit still. He has to have something to do. Alrighty, May. You have a good one. Thanks for coming, because I know you're busy. So I'm going to try to keep him busy when he goes to retire. We're going to have to give him some work to do. But I want to thank everybody for showing up at the stream tonight. You guys were fun. The conversation's always great, and I'm going to go torture him. So with that being said, whatever time zone you're in, I hope you're having a great one, and I will see you soon. Bye.